House of Being Sports Podcast, which you got the host for the most amount of the plan, Yawa King Kang ECG, and my famo.
Yo, it's your boy Da Vinci. Starve the ego, feed the soul.
And we got the Buffalo Kid in here today,
It's your boy Sly, man. 716 here.
and King Mills.
Yes, sir. Your boy from the 718 New York City and Houston. 832. Stand up. You already know.
Okay. So today we're going to get into the games that happened this week. I think it's week 10, if I'm correct. Week 10? No, week 12. Sorry, week 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we 12.
Week 12, my bad. So, Da Vinci, you didn't get a chance to see your Texans, did you?
I just no, not really, man. But I kind of rewatched some of it, and I thought that was a very big game for them to lose. I thought that they needed that game, but I don't know what's going on with them, bro.
You know what it is? They facing defenses, man. Mills Dark Horse, that defense is stout. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? The offense is something that, whatever, but the defense is stout on that one, man. You know what I mean?
I think they should just be better because they got Nico back. So I don't know what's going on, but I keep saying it. CJ is just not the same as he was last year. And that's just the
Yeah.
straight facts. He's just not the same.
I don't know, man. I'd like to say that he's not, but I didn't think that Tunsil's getting a lot of holding calls. The offensive line doesn't seem to be able to hold up against a good defensive front, which is causing him to make these mistakes or run, and throw the ball where it's not supposed to go. So, I can't really poo-poo on CJ. It's what you're working with. And the injuries too. Like, I know every team goes through them, so I'm not trying to make that excuse for him. But at the end of the day, he had such a high last year without Stephon Diggs. You get Stephon, they going crazy. You got Nico, everybody. And the next thing you know, Stephon go down, Nico was out before that. And then he's relying on B minus receivers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Part of it is also, I mean, that second year, a lot of quarterbacks go through it. Once the team, they got film on you now. Like they can diagnose you, break you down, and I mean, they locking in on you. So then he got a target on his back a little bit over just because Houston is they're a legit playoff team now, so they got a target on their backs now. You couple that with the injuries and it's kind of just a recipe for what I mean, a little fall off. But yeah, I mean, I'm not as down on Houston as a lot of people though.
Okay. Mills, what you got to say, sir?
Well, the opposite team is my dark horse team with the Tennessee Titans' biggest win of their whole season.
Hmm.
But what I've seen is just, their issue was from the beginning of the season was just not figuring out in the second half to play how they did in the first half. Their defense been the most consistent out of their whole team. It's a new coach. And just Will Levi just didn't turn over the ball as much as he has throughout the whole season. So a division rival game, trap game for the Texans. And everybody can love to talk about injuries, but at the end of the day, I just think CJ is hitting a sophomore slump.
Yeah.
And that could be just a reality ego check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This whole off season, he was just going about it on some I'm one of the best in the league and all this other stuff, And one thing you realize in the NFL, it can humble you in all professional sports because it's film on you for about 18 plus games. So it's like if teams is really doing their research, they're gonna figure out ways to get you rattled. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's what's really going on with the Texans and with the Titans. Like I said, they was in games all season long and they just couldn't figure it out. So they finally did.
Okay. Let's move on. Da Vinci, your 49ers, my dark horse Packers beat the dog shit out of y'all, man. First of all, what happened to your boy Brock Purdy? Can you explain like what kind of injury he got?
Uh, Listen, I don't even know. I thought he was playing. Getting ready to watch the game. Find out Purdy wasn't playing. I think right off the rip there, I kind of knew that that was it. And they were saying like McCaffrey wasn't supposed to play too, but at the last minute he was
Hmm.
playing. So I don't know. Right off the rip, when I found it out, I was like, yeah, we're gonna get our butt whooped. And to be fair, bro, we're just not the same 49ers team. think we got to do some tweaking. And also, we could have been in that game, but man, penalties, all that type of stuff was just too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel you, man. You know what I mean? But my Packers came to play. Jordan Love, even though he threw a little interception, he came through. Jacoby was tearing it up. You know what I mean? But he's not the key running back I want to talk about after we're done going through all these teams and stuff like that. But didn't Buffalo just play the other day too? Oh no, they played on.
They had a bye.
Oh, they had a bye, yeah, after they beat the Chiefs.
Yep, Bills had a bye week.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, it is what it is for the 49ers. You guys are sinking ship now. You know what I mean? What's your guys' take on 49ers and Packers game?
Man, I want to hear Sly's take on since he wasn't here. Sly's take on the
Yeah.
Bills game. I ain't gonna lie, I want to hear what he got to say about being the Chiefs.
Against the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I had a feeling that was going to be the game for Kansas City just because I don't think this mean like, oh, the Bills is the best team or even that they're better than Kansas City. It's just, dog, you're not going to win every game. Like, Chiefs was bound to lose. Like, that's kind of how I looked at it. But I do think it shows, like, the Bills got it in them. Like, but they also beat Kansas City in the regular season, too. So it's like, whatever. It's a win. It's a good win, but it's a whatever game at the end of the day. Just because we got to do it in the playoffs when it comes to the Chiefs, but it's a good win, man. I think the Bills we ready to do something, man. We really ready to do something, man. We ready to shake some shit up for real.
Okay.
Real question for you, real quick, Sly. Do you think Allen move up with that win in the MVP race there?
I think so. It's a tough race, though. I mean, obviously, you got Saquon just playing like he a superhero, basically.
255 yards, B.
Yeah. Now on top of that, like he going viral with highlights, and that's kind of ultimately you got the numbers and you got the highlight reels every week. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Then you got Lamar's putting up crazy numbers too. So I don't know if Josh gonna get it, but I think it put him in the mix. I'll say that. He's definitely in the mix.
But Sly, have you seen I might be brain dead, but has a running back ever won the MVP in the NFL?
Yeah, hell yeah. Just not.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that running backs used to win all the time. Now,
right.
Yeah,
It
now
used to be all the time.
Right. Now they just give it the quarter. It's basically best quarterback award nowadays, which is whack. Like I hope
It's
they
unfair. I hate it.
Yeah, I can't stand it. Like I swear
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill should have got it that one year. The fact that they didn't give it to Tyreek, I was like, yo, this is insane. So that kind of probably is in favor of like Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. And honestly, it's probably gonna be a little bit of voters fatigue for Lamar Jackson. So I mean, Josh he right in the mix, man. But I think Saquon is his biggest comp just because he's like everybody's talking about him. Like he highlights every week, and it's a good story. You know what I mean? So I do think it's those two though. Those are the two, and then with Lamar Jackson third. But it'll be interesting.
For sure. The last game, my Ravens, they came through, did what they supposed to do, got the word. The defense is still shaky. But Henry and Lamar, they said they're gonna get to work. You know what I'm saying? And they got to work. You feel me? It was a little closer than I wanted it to be in the after the first half. They turned it on, but at the end of the day, shouts out to John for doing his job. Jim, you're on your way up there with the Chargers. Navinci actually taught me how to pick in the Chargers as my dark horse. You know what I mean? And I'm not mad at him for it. You know what I mean? But still, the Chargers, they're looking all right. But the Ravens, I'm hoping that they can keep this train moving and do what they do. But it's that defense, man. That defense is shaky. It is shaky. I don't like it. That's not a playoff defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get the wrong team. Like even with the Browns, that loss, dude, I was mad, bro. I'm not even gonna swear. I'm like, you let this guy Winston, Mr. Eat the W, bust y'all up like that.
My boy.
And Deshaun Watson,
Hey, Winston will do that, bro. Come on now.
I know he'll give you one good game, and the next game he throws 6 interceptions.
Word.
Well, he just played the Steelers though.
Yeah, and he won. But the defense helped
Yeah, for sure.
Of
helped
course,
him.
of course.
No, I know.
That's what you want from your team. That's what you want from your team.
I'm
No,
just saying,
you want all
like,
three facets to win. You don't just want one, you know what I mean, carrying the whole load. Because once you get to the playoffs, that one, we're not talking about Peyton Manning or Tom Brady, who, you know what I mean, may have lost a step and then needed some ancillary pieces to help them out. We're talking about Jameis Winston. Okay. And Deshaun, I hope you get better. But damn, boy, you got this guy out here making you look bad as fuck. Okay.
I think James is just a winner, bro. You know, at the same time, like same thing with Tebow, right? You talked about his mechanics, you talked about his arm throw, and it's like guys are just always talk about the fact that Tim Tebow just can't get it done. But throughout his whole career, he's literally won. Jameis is the same person. They just figure out ways to win. They rile guys up. You know, and we seem to forget. I don't think it really has anything to do with Deshaun's talent, nor throwing situation. I just think with some guys and momentum switches when they come into the locker room and they just literally just turn up another notch and have the team believing again. That's what Jameis is doing. And he's unapologetically himself. And you know, no matter what you believe in, whatever religion you believe in, you gotta respect the fact that he just comes there, he says what he needs to say, he riles the guys up, and everybody just falls in line. Leader of men.
Of
Yeah,
course.
hey, listen,
Hey, listen, man.
I
Of
ain't hating
course.
on that, Playboy.
And you know, listen. Of course, the man is a winner. Have you seen the man speak, man? The man
Right,
speak like a goddamn superhero, bro. You ever
right.
seen a superhero giving a speech, bro? That's how homeboy speaks, bro. We'll get you, man.
You know what I mean?
What about listen? What the crazy game, bro? Commanders actually let the Cowboys win. What?
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah, that was.
want to talk about
Oh, you
that?
want to talk about? Go ahead, talk about it.
I mean, no. I mean, listen. It was a good game, but the ending was very wild. You know,
Yeah.
and it hurt me a lot, and that's why I don't want to talk about it because it hurts me because they had that, and then they missed the extra point. Like, what the hell, man?
But you know what? That's been happening to teams all year. You look at Tucker. All of a sudden he can't kick a field goal any closer than freaking, you know what I mean? 20 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, like how it's going for the kickers. You know what I'm saying? But to that game, to be honest, I feel like Dallas just lucked out. There wasn't anything special or spectacular aside from Parsons. Parsons came through and did his job. You know what I'm saying? But that one play on the defensive end is not going to mask up their problems long term, man. Like and even the whole contract talk about what's his face, the coach. What's his name for Dallas again? I can't remember his name, man. I'm too
McCarty?
old. McCarty, yeah. Like if he's gonna because his contract's expiring, so he might be getting these guys to play the best games they've ever played because he wants to try to keep his job because he knows Jerry wants to keep a yes man underneath his thumb. And the Commanders, I just think they're going through a bad streak right now. You know what I'm saying? There's not any crazy tape on Daniels, but I think with the rib injury and then yet again, just things not clicking for them the last two games, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The defense was playing stout, but they made a couple mistakes too that were unrealistic. Not unrealistic. What's the word? That don't happen. Once in a lifetime type of mistakes. You know what I'm saying that they was making. So
Nah, that's real.